Hello and welcome to Squib TV. I'm Samuel Layton, joined by James Cartwright, and today we're going to be talking about
the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Yeah, so last season the Buccaneers had a pretty decent season, just missed out on the playoffs. What did you think of them last year, James?
Yeah, I thought Jameis Winston really came of age. The big thing I have to say about the Bucs was that relationship that Jameis Winston had with Mike Evans. I think it was the best tandem in the league, and I just felt they were really unlucky not to make the playoffs. One game I remember, what could have went either way, was the one against the Cowboys, one of the few teams that almost won at Cowboys Stadium. So that's, fairly decent season. Plenty to build on, because you didn't expect them to make the playoffs last season.
Yeah, and I think what James has said there, Mike Evans and Jameis Winston. Jameis, I agree, started coming through a little bit last season. Mike Evans, obviously a quality wide receiver. And also, the thing with the Bucs is a very young side. Yeah. One of the things they've done is they've added Deshaun Jackson in a wide receiver position. Obviously, had Vincent Jackson there as well as Mike Evans. And was it Cameron Brate who started coming through in the tight end position last year? What do you think Deshaun Jackson brings to this offence?
I think he brings a bit of a deep threat down the middle, any side. Just gives them another option. I think when you're thinking of the Buccaneers, you always thought Mike Evans. But now they've made numerous moves in the off season. They brought in OJ Howard, another tight end, apparently a great pick. So you've got arguably one of the best tight end cores in the league, arguably one of the best offenses in the league, and I would very much expect, and I say expect, the Buccaneers to make the playoffs this season.
Yeah, so I would agree with you totally there. However, one thing that I will talk about, Doug Martin, obviously very solid in 2015. Wasn't too bad in 2016, but a few off-the-field issues. He's going to miss a few games at the start of the season. I think it's going to be looking like Jacquizz Rodgers coming in, if that's even how you pronounce his first name. He's going to be coming in, probably starting the first couple of games, or Charles Sims maybe, if he's even still at the Buccaneers. What do you think running back-wise for them?
I don't know whether it's too much of a problem for them, because they're going to be a very pass-heavy team, and you obviously got Jameis Winston has got legs himself, so they've got that option. Running out the backfield, really.
Yeah, I think the Bucs are alright offensively. Defensively, what do you think of them, James?
I thought they were particularly decent at cornerback position. Brent Grimes.
Yeah, one of my favourite players actually in the league.
Fairly good through the middle. Just a great side, really.
Yeah, I think the Bucs will be okay. So I think Bucs fans, if you're looking forward to a season, this one's probably the one to be looking forward to. Very good side, good QB, good wide receivers. Hopefully the running game comes on. Defensively, pretty sound. Anything else you want to add, James?
Well, the one thing I'll say about the running game is you can build a running game throughout the season. I mean, you don't have to have your best running game right at the start. You've seen sides that have come in, had a fairly poor running game at the beginning of the season. And
almost the Steelers last year, really. You could talk about that.
Well, we had a running back and he just came out, hit the ground running, and Doug Martin needs to be doing that when he returns. I don't know what week he is he returns. How long's the man?
I think he's out for 3 games minimum.
3 games, so he's coming back week 4.
It's not too bad. The damage is not going to be. You could go on 3 and still make the playoffs quite easily.
But again, I would say it's not like Doug Martin is their most important player. It's not like Mike Evans is banned. It's not like even Cameron Brate is banned. It's an aspect of their game that they don't rely on as heavily as they do in the passing game.
Yeah, and you've got to say with a decent offensive line that they seem to have, which enables Jameis to have time in the pocket, enables the receivers to go down the field. Anyone can probably come in, any professional running back that isn't saying James can step in there.
I can in the gap. So.
but a professional running back might be able to go in there and I'm sure they'll be fine. Anyway, that was the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. If you are a Buccaneers fan, you disagree with us, agree with us, or if you think of anything else you want to say, please feel free to comment. Make sure you subscribe. Follow us on Twitter at @Squib_TV. Thanks for watching.
It's a roll of tape.